Does your aim look like this, no matter what settings guide video you watch? Well, since your dad hasn't come back from getting cigarettes over 20 years ago, I got you.
Dad!
Hey there, boy! Man, you got big. How long's it been? 3-4 months?
10 years.
10 years? Man, I gotta lay off the peyote.
Welcome to Some Dad Gaming. Your time is valuable, so let's get into it. The first thing you need to do, reset those damn settings. Seriously. Dead zones, input curves, and field of view. Now I'm going to show you 2 ways to do this. And mouse and keyboard players are going to be mad as fuck. But I play keyboard and mouse also, so I don't care. Because you keep hitting everything but your target. And that dad who killed you, his aim looks like this. Now I don't mean to call out all these setting guide videos from any Call of Duty creator or any shooting game for that matter, but most of them are full of shit. Sorry, Dr. Lupo, not sorry. Now go to your input curve settings. Select one of the 2. If all you play is Call of Duty, then choose dynamic. But if you like to jump from game to game, then choose linear. This video in the corner will explain why. Now lower that input curve to 0. We'll circle back to that one later. Just don't freak out, it's okay. I'm here, I got you. Then go to your dead zones. Raise your right max stick to the max. Then lower your right minimum stick to 0. But what about stick drift? Look, there's people here who just want the answers. I'll explain it here in a minute, quit being selfish. Okay, then go to your field of view. Raise it to the max. Once this is done, do not start hitting lobbies. Now go back to your dead zones, because this is where others get it wrong, because it's only half of it. And yes, dad advice doesn't make sense in the moment, but it always works out in the end. Don't worry, I believe in you. With that being said, always remember on the right stick max dead zone, the higher it is, the less sensitive. The lower it is, the more sensitive. Try 95 to 100, but on the right stick, minimum dead zone, the lower it is, the more sensitive. The higher it is, the less sensitive. Try 3 to 12. And here's a dad tip. A little stick drift helps with aim assist, but too much hurts. Now on your left stick, put it between 0 and 10, and put the maximum between 75 and 85. Mine is 75. If the in-game has a setting to test your dead zone, use it. As you can see here, extend your sticks, like you would move in aim. Wherever it lands is where you should put your max. If it lands on 95, put it on 95. As goes for the stick minima, but it's the opposite. Put in the smallest input on your stick you normally do in-game, and wherever it lands is where you should put it. For example, if you're controlling recoil, you gotta pull down on your stick a little bit. So emulate that, and wherever it lands is where you should put it, especially if you're using thumbstick risers and precision rings. You want the left stick to be sensitive like your little sister, and your right stick always under control and not sensitive like your dad.
Ha!
And like your mom always does, you gotta look at the bigger picture and increase your field of view. Try putting it to the max first, but if the enemy is too hard to see, especially at longer ranges, then lower your field of view until that blurry blob finally has legs and arms. I use 110. Now this is where I can tell you your favorite streamers are full of shit, and there is 2 ways to do this. But I'm about to give you the settings us dads have been hiding for years, and you're gonna feel pretty dumb after buying that strike pack, especially since your thumbs can do the same thing. But it's time to show you the right way, just like changing a tire or starting a chainsaw. I'm here to make sure you don't hurt yourself, and I believe in you. Now go to your ADS sensitivity. Yes, you heard me, your ADS sense. The first way works very well if you're a movement monster and play at a high aim sense. Then you want a much lower ADS sense. The second way, if you're more of a marksman and play on a lower sense, then you want a more balanced ADS sense. Make sense?
Look, Eddie's at the wrong house. Ha ha! Ha ha!
I love being dad. Okay, enough dad jokes. Personally, I play 1.1 to 1.1 on a 0.5 ADS on Call of Duty. But if I play on any other shooting game like Battlefield, I usually put my aim sense at 75% and my ADS sense at 50%. Now the aim sense and ADS sense is personal preference, but another dad tip, the majority of your aiming needs to be with hipfire. And you need to get that crosshair close and then ADS. Try centering your enemy on your screen as best as you can. Trust me, you'll be reported in no time. Now it's time to put it into practice. Go to the firing range or a private match, and only adjust these settings within your comfort. Don't listen to anyone who tells you what to do. If they have a problem with this, tell them to come talk to your gaming dad. I work oil field when I'm not doing this, so I can beat up their dad.
Everybody wants big boy money until it's time to do some big boy shit.
Because I have your back, and I believe in you. Unless their dad is Floyd Mayweather, or if their mom's Ronda Rousey, then I guess I'm getting my ass whooped. And if you still want a little more control for those micro adjustments outside the hitbox, let's circle back to what I promised. Go to your input curve and increase it by 5% until you're comfortable. Side note, this doesn't give you extra aim assist, but the higher the input gives you more control, but the response is more delayed. The lesser the input gives you a faster response, but a little bit less control. I use 0 on linear. But if you truly want to get the most out of these settings, and with the thousands of ways people are cheating out there against you, don't let false stigma of one of the most toxic environments hold you back. Get risers, get rings, solder you on some back buttons in your controller, especially if you're on a budget. These help tremendously. My final dad tip, you can always trust a budget gamer because cheating is expensive. And if your aim looks like this now, and you find any value or entertainment from this video, you know what to do. And don't let anyone stop you from getting good. Until we meet again, have a good one, gamer family.